Welcome back to the New York Sports Exchange, episode number 191. And the Giants are back. Yeah, they are. Take down the Eagles on Thursday Night Football. We finally have a quarterback. We have a running back. I think this is the first time in about 2 years since that playoff year, Tim, where I'm looking forward to watching the Giants on Sunday.
I'm happy for you.
Thank you.
Couldn't be the opposite. I mean, it couldn't be. Yeah. It's the complete opposite on my side of the table.
Dude, this is bad. The Jets this is all-time terrible. Aaron Glenn may go.
Talk about a hot seat. This guy's seat's on fucking fire. I mean, he is just...
The seat's been on fire for him since about week 3.
Fucking who cares?
It's been bad for the Jets. We're going to dive into more of the Jets since we did a video on the Giants when they beat the Eagles on Thursday. Other NFL news. We're going to recap week 6. We're going to preview week 7. 2 in 1 day for the both of us. I'm still keeping afloat, which is a good thing.
I'm chugging along.
I'd say. Tim's still chugging along, but I think that we got a chance here.
It was good. It was good that you went 2 and 1, because if you go 1 and 2 there, the gap's widening up, and then it's looking bad.
Like we said last week, once it goes from 3 to 4, it's an issue. The one possession.
It becomes a real problem.
That's my rule. If you keep it a 1 possession game, it's gonna be all right. Yes. Week 6 recap, week 7 preview. We're gonna recap Giants and Jets. What else? The Sunday night game, which was Kansas City taking down Detroit. Chiefs are back.
Yeah, they looked good.
Yeah, they look pretty damn good. Monday night, Falcons, but a win over the Bills.
Didn't expect it. Bills are in some hot water right now.
I told you too, though. I was like, aren't you a little worrisome just because Falcons coming off a bye?
Listen, it felt like a good get right situation for the Bills, considering they just dropped one last week to the Patriots. But I think they have some glaring issues that they need to address. The receiver is definitely a clear one. They got to go get someone.
I also think you're going to be haunted by Drake May for the rest of your life.
I am haunted by Woody Johnson in the Jets stand. I'm not worried about anyone else right now. When you're 0-6, it really doesn't matter how anyone else plays. It just doesn't, because I'm not what is it?
It is just funny how the Colts, the Patriots, and the Giants have found their quarterbacks. I saw a meme. It was like, welcome back, Peyton, Eli, and Tom.
Yeah, and now the Jets are still circling around looking for the next Sanchez, who I don't even want to get into that, but
innocent until proven guilty. Even though he's
that's what
guilty.
That's what they say. It seems like he's already guilty, but besides that, $40 million to Justin Fields. Looks like that turned out well.
What a bargain!
What a steal!
That's a damn good running back.
I don't even know if the Bengals would want him at this point.
I mean, it seems Flacco was slinging it despite learning the offense 5 days prior.
Yeah, and we had Flacco. We had Flacco.
Flacco. You did have Flacco. Flacco.
They stink. They just stink.
I guess Bricks, Matt, and Sim didn't have Flacco in the cards there.
I honestly, Stan, I wish I had some sort of answer for what they could turn this. I don't even you just scrape the whole thing down. I saw a video. Someone said, I think they just need to move. I think honestly they need a new stadium, a fresh start, maybe a name change, because obviously because we've done a million different things. Whatever we're doing isn't working.
We've been doing this for, 4 years now? 3 years technically, about to be 4 this January.
Same thing every year.
Kind of.
It's been the same thing for the last fucking 15.
I will say this. When we started this in January of 2022, so the season was over, playoffs started, Jets were in disarray.
Well, what's new?
The Giants were in complete disarray. And then we finally hire our guys, and, it was looking up.
We fired that guy.
We should have fired our guy. I think I fired our guy about 10 times this year. But
I just the
last winning up. Things were looking up for us though. The Giants made the playoffs. We got Rodgers. Garrett and Sauce won offensive and defensive rookie of the year. You got Aaron Rodgers. Everything was looking up. I don't know what the fuck happened.
You know what, Stan? I mean, that year where Wilson was the quarterback for the whole year, I mean, they were all right. They were almost 500. Yeah. And they've been changing things around, and it's the same. I mean, the last winning season I saw was Fitzpatrick in 15, and we didn't even make the playoffs.
We
didn't make the playoffs. We lost to the Bills.
You had to win 1 game. Yeah, you had to win 1 game against the 3-win Bills, and Rex Ryan fucking put out a masterclass.
They signed the guy who punched Geno Smith in the mouth right before the week started. He got a few tackles in that game. Like, it was just, it was a mess, and it's been a mess, and it's going to continue to be a mess because I don't know where they go. Do they hire Rex Ryan back? I mean, is that the next? Like,
I don't think you want that. I don't think you want that.
What do I want? Because I wanted Aaron Glenn, and look how that's turned out. I don't even know what I want anymore. I need something. I don't know.
Even know what I want anymore. I think you're at that standpoint with like me and the Yankees, where like the Yankees could do anything, and I'm like, okay.
This is much worse. I mean, at least the Yankees win games. This is like,
I said last week with the Yankees where this was the first time in this Judge era where they lost, and I'm like, okay, whatever.
Listen, I get that. I understand. We both don't care because, I mean, what's there to care about as a Jets fan? But I will say the only other fan base right now that can sort of understand what I am going through as a Jets fan and probably understands it a little bit more because they might have it worse is the Buffalo Sabres because,
oh my God.
what are they? I mean, they cursed.
Dude, they're putting paper bags over the heads 3 games into the season.
There was a jersey thrown on the ice game 1. I mean, what are they? They're a mess.
And now, this is even the funnier part. Pagula might even play a part in whoever Penn State hires. I don't know if you knew that, Tim. Pagula is like a pretty big donor with Penn State.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
He may just give Penn State Joe Brady's salary and just be like, here.
I think, yeah, I didn't know that. That's kind of ridiculous. I don't know how you would want any.
Now, like, I haven't heard anything. Now, this is just what I think might happen. We'll dive into the James Franklin firing in a bit, but Joe Brady seems like a real, like, Pagula may play, like, Pagula doing everything for the Bills and now possibly Penn State football is the funniest shit. And now, does this mean, because the rink, I believe the rink that Penn State hockey plays at is named after Pagula.
Oh, I'll look it up right now. Probably is. Is Pagula Ice Rink.
Yeah. So does this mean that Buffalo's getting McKenna? Because we know how rigged this lottery is.
Now, there's 2 teams that I would say probably have, in my eyes, if the stars aligning, it was the Sabres and the Pittsburgh Penguins, because if people remember, Pittsburgh, it was 20 years. It was 20 years from Lemieux to Crosby, and now it's 20 years from Crosby to McKenna from a guy playing at Penn State. So I'm just saying, I think there's a shot there. But even if you get McKenna as a Sabres fan, I know
is there still hope?
I don't even know if there is. Like, they sign all these young guys to long-term extensions who it looks like it should work because on paper it should work.
Also, just to think, if they let Jack Eichel get the surgery.
Just get the surgery. Just get the damn surgery. They let that man walk. He wins a cup in Vegas. Like, they let Ryan O'Reilly walk. He wins a cup with St. Louis. Like, it was just, they've had the guys. They've had the names. I mean, they had Sam Reinhart. They let him walk. He wins a cup in Florida. No, they've had so many guys. They've had so many guys, and it just hasn't worked out, and I just don't see a light because the Jets might be bad, and I only got to watch 17 games of that. They got to watch 82 of this team just fall apart every night, and it's not. It's
not pleasant.
Nobody wants to watch that.
I did fall down a rabbit hole of just like rules that the NFL doesn't know about. One that I did like fall on was what would happen. I saw it on Reddit. What would happen if? Because there was a scenario where the Chargers and the Rams were in the playoffs. It was like, what if? And you know how they share the same stadium. What if they're both they have home field advantage and they're both in the AFC and NFC championship game? And then someone goes, does anyone else realize that this could happen to the Giants and the Jets? And I think someone was like, I think the NFL has realized that that's never happening.
I think everyone who's watched a football game, I think London now knows that the Jets aren't winning anything. I got nothing for the Jets.
I said that we were going to start with baseball and hockey, and then we just dove down a Jet rabbit hole. I think that's our Jet segment.
It could be. I mean, now that we're talking about it, let's just, because now I just want to get into these stats, Stan, because we're already here. I mean, you want to talk about last week's performance. Let's just go down the line real quick. All right. They play the Broncos in London. And if anyone watched this game who got up early and watched it like me,
God bless you.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
God bless you.
I'm sorry.
I thank God I woke up at halftime.
Oh, it just wasn't worth it. So total offense, 82 net total offense yards, one of the lowest outputs in franchise history. Yeah, no, it wasn't great. Negative 10 passing yards. Yes, I said that right. Negative 10 total passing yards. Net passing yards. Sorry, negative net passing yards. Yeah. The worst passing performance in Jets history. I think it might be the worst in NFL history for a starting quarterback. You could fact check me on that. I think that could definitely be a stat.
Keep going. Keep going, and I'll see if you got the fact right.
I know the Broncos have a good D-line. 9 sacks allowed. Like what? How can you even play football if 9 times you're just getting hit in the backfield? And mind you, Stan, I know he got hit 9 times. The times he didn't get hit, does he just not like throwing the football? Is he like allergic to throwing? I mean, there's open guys in the middle of the field 10 yards away. We can get a first down. Nah, I'm going to hold it. I'm just going to get hit back there, make a bad play. Because it was every snap he looked terrible. 4 yards per play. Yeah, that was just negative 0.6 net yards per pass attempt. Again, negative 0.6. I can't even fathom that. Longest pass play was 11 yards. So they really stretched the field last week. 11-yard pass play. That's a first down. Really stretched the field. And then, like I said, negative 10 net passing yards. A Jets record, worst in franchise history. Now, Stan, tell me, worst all time?
So I don't have the net passing. I think it was like net passing yards. It was the worst since like 1987.
He had 46 total. Like that. So if you want to.
Yes, he had 45 total.
Oh, my fault. Gave me the extra yard. My fault.
Yeah.
I thought that 11-yard stretch.
You docked off a yard.
Oh, yeah, my fault.
Justin Fields had 45 passing yards on 17 passing attempts. It is the fewest passing yards of any quarterback with that many attempts since Jake Fromm's second and final career start in 2021 when he was with the Giants.
Yeah, no, that makes sense. There's a Jets and Giants stat there. That's great.
Yeah, so we want to tie it back together. There's the Jets.
Defense played well. Let up 13 points. Best I've seen them play all year. That was great. Offense, I have never seen an offense play like that, Stan. I have seen bad offenses before. I've never seen anything like that. I've never seen anything like that in my life.
I haven't either. This is a 2-year contract?
For Fields? I think it's 2 years, 40 million.
Please tell me there's like an option after this year. Please. Just for your sake, I
40 million?
see you
Oh, no. 40 million?
Please.
This is, I mean, what would they
There's
thinking?
no options? There's no options.
It's $30 million guaranteed. I don't think there's an option. It's $15 million signing bonus, base salary of $5 in 2025.
Look at, do you know Sporter Rack or whatever? Let me find this.
I don't think there's an option. I'm looking at it. Oh, you got to be fucking kidding me.
Let's see.
Nope, no option.
Oh my God, there isn't an option.
He's making $20 million next year.
He's making $30 million in guaranteed money and has a signing bonus of 15. It gets worse, Tim. Oh my God. So there's like voids. He has the Russell Wilson void. Or the Russell Wilson, Daniel Jones void in his contract. If that makes sense, it doesn't.
It's
2027 and 2029, they automatically void. Oh my God.
I don't know. I don't even know. Because you can't trade him. Because who wants him? And you draft a quarterback. I mean, is that even going to work? When has it worked? Hasn't worked once.
Yeah. Hey, Dante Moore.
I can't wait to ruin that man.
I did see this is not good, but I did see a player comp for Dante Moore, and I don't think you're going to like it.
Who, Tannehill?
Zach Wilson.
He's the right guy for us. He's the right man for the job. Bring him in.
I think on the hierarchy, I think it goes Mendoza, which is like crazy to say that Fernando Mendoza is going to be a top 5 pick in the draft. Reminds me of Kirk Cousins a little bit, in a good way. In a good way.
All Kirko does is go a little over 500 and lose in the first round of the playoffs. I don't even maybe in you think
and
that
you would take that as a Jet fan.
You think that output with a great defense he always had is what we're gonna get with a Kirk Cousins comp playing in Jetland, Stan?
You would take that as a Jet fan, let's all be honest.
I'd take 4 fucking wins, Stan. I would take 4 wins, all right? I don't even think...
Garrett Nussmeier of LSU, I know he's having like a little bit of a down year, but he reminds me of Baker Mayfield, like this current era of Baker Mayfield. That's a good thing.
Yeah, so what? We trade him 4 different times and he ends up on a good team and 5 years later becomes a good quarterback.
Just because I'm giving a player comparison does not mean that his career is going to end up like that.
There's no hope. There's no hope. There's none.
Oh my. To think that we were going to start this with baseball and hockey like really quick. Talk about the Rangers not
the
scoring.
Dodgers are great. That's just the Jets blow, all right? The Jets.
All right. Okay, let's get back to schedule. Our Jet segment's done, if that makes you feel better.
You want to hear more? I mean, I'll run down the list of all the bad... Let's talk... Oh, hold on. In that game, though, there's 30 seconds left in the first half. You got the ball at the 50.
That was abysmal.
You just let it run out. You let the time run out. I mean, what are you doing? What are you doing?
That's just giving up.
Garrett Wilson's running the sideline screaming at him. He's like, go to the locker room. Go to the locker room. Like, shut the fuck up. Like, oh my God. Like, it's just dumb. It's dumb. And it's the same thing with every head coach we bring in. They can't manage the clock. They don't know what they're doing. It's these first-year guys.
Clock management cannot be that difficult. I feel like I've been saying this for my whole life.
Just run a play. I don't care what play it is. Just run a play.
Yeah. And also, I think you should have kicked the field goal there at the end of the game.
What did you think was going to happen? They had negative and net passing yards, and you go, all right, well, we're gonna stretch this 4th and 6. We'll get
Stretch this field a little bit.
We'll
Stretch this field a little bit.
He didn't even get the ball off.
And I understand that it was like a 65-yarder?
62-yarder, but fuck it. Nick Folk's been our only good player, so just let Nick Folk ride.
Nick Folk's your only good offensive player. That's like the only player that's been generating points for you all season.
You're like, you know what? Nah, they'll go out there.
Play sideline.
Because that's worked all year. That's worked once all year.
It's just crazy to say that, like, kicking the 66-yarder or 62-yarder
makes more sense than going for a 4th and 6.
Don't understand.
They brought the offense back out, and I put my hands in my head and go, they're not getting this.
They're not getting this.
There was never a chance they were getting it.
Unbelievable.
I don't even think the guys on the sideline thought they were going to get it.
Oh, my God. Okay.
Now, Breece Hall wants out. Free 20, if anyone saw that.
Teams are looking to move him. Teams are looking to get him.
Sure. Stan, honestly, what does trading or having Breece Hall make a difference for this 0-6 team? I just, honestly, think about that from, a real-world standpoint. What does that change?
Let's take a look. Let's take a look at the Jets' schedule coming up. You have the Carolina Panthers.
They're not going to win that game. Stan, I'm being honest with you. They're not going to win they're worse than the Saints. They're not going to win a game this year.
Do you play the Saints?
It doesn't matter.
You do play the Saints.
They're not going to beat the Saints. They're the worst team in the NFL. They might be the worst team I've watched ever. And they might be worse than the Browns. Yeah. Those 0-17 Browns teams.
16 Browns
whatever,
teams.
same
Brown
shit.
team.
I mean, who gives a fuck? They went 0-32, so who really cares? I mean, whatever. It was 2-30. Who cares? That's where the Jets are. That's where they're headed.
Okay. All right. 20 minutes in, we've just spent this talking about the Jets.
I can spend 3 hours talking about how bad this team is.
Spend so much time talking about how bad.
What do they
Jet
do
team
in practice? I honestly am just wondering, because nothing's changed. What does practice look like?
Beats me.
Can the ones even beat the twos? Is that because on both sides it seems like neither of them can do anything.
Is Garrett Wilson going to pull a Jimmy Butler and just be like, here's the backups. Let's see how this goes.
Now he's hurt. That's great. What do we got next week? Josh Reynolds as wide receiver 1. Josh Reynolds is wide receiver 1. Allen Lazard is your 2.
Lazard. Unreal.
It's so bad.
Unreal.
You're not even good on paper.
I know. I love how I said to Tim before we started recording. I was like, I know this is going to pain you, but we're going to have to put an emphasis on talking the Jets because I already did a Giant video. Boy, did you deliver.
Well, they're so bad. They're so bad.
Can't stop laughing. I shouldn't be laughing, but
because it's funny because you watch the post game with Bart Scott, you watch the post game with what's his face, whatever his name is from the Mets, Steve Gelbs. They're talking.
Oh yeah,
they're talking and they're laughing. They're doing the same shit we're doing because it's so bad. It's so bad.
I couldn't get over how Kurt Warner was tweeting during the game about how awful they were.
Duh. I mean, if I was on the sideline, I'd be tweeting about how bad they are.
Let me read these tweets from Kurt Warner during the game. My God.
There's no light at the end of the tunnel. There's nothing.
He was disgusted. Oh my God.
We wasted some Hall of Fame. We wasted some Hall of Fame careers. I mean, Quinton Williams could have been a Hall of Famer, wasted. Garrett Wilson, he could still be a Hall of Famer, but won't win anything. That's wasted. Sauce Gardner, hell of a fucking cornerback. Wasted. They just stink. They stink. They stink in every aspect. They got rid of the wrong guys.
All right, Jesus, this guy tweets every day, and I can't find it. He basically was saying, how come I get the game where the forward pass is non-existent?
It doesn't make sense. It's not even like the Broncos offense did anything. We got a safety. The Jets got a safety. We put up 9 points on the offensive side of the ball. I want people to understand that. They got a safety, the ball back, and still lost 13-11.
Rangers news. To interrupt you, Vincent Trocheck going on long-term IR.
Ooh, that's not.
Yeah.
You know how LTIR works now.
Yeah.
He's done for the whole year.
Basically, yeah. Shit. That's not good.
Well, you know what? Now let's shut it. We'll come back to football. Let's go to. Now you're bringing up hockey news. You might as well jump to hockey.
The original plan of this was to literally go baseball, hockey, really quick, and then just go straight football.
We're looking at these fucking stats that are so bad.
Yes. let's start with baseball, then we'll go to hockey, because hockey will be all 5 minutes, I'd say.
Well, it's 3 games in. Yeah.
Baseball, let's start with last night. Yoshinobu Yamamoto puts on, that was a masterclass outside of the first pitch of the game.
Is he even their ace?
Absolute masterclass. I think that solidified him as one of the top 5 pitchers in the sport right now.
They got the other 5? Fuck them.
Skubal, Skeens, Crochet, Yamamoto, Christopher Sanchez is my top 5.
Cole, when he's healthy, I think you could swap out for maybe Christopher Sanchez.
Yeah, but he's also gonna be 36 years old. So
yeah, 5 and 6. Well, and then you could throw Wheeler in there too. I mean, he solidified himself as a top 4, I would say, because the 5's definitely interchangeable. But he's a top 4 pitcher in the sport.
Yes, that was completely solid. Throws a complete game, 3 hits, 1 earned run, 7 strikeouts, and a walk. Tim, I hate to spread this propaganda because you're very anti-Dodgers, and I understand it, but I must read these stats. These are from
Stan. They're winning the World Series.
Yes, they are. Yoshinobu Yamamoto is the first Dodgers pitcher with a complete game in the postseason since Jose Lima did it in Game 3 of the 2004 NLDS, and the first Dodgers pitcher to do it in the NLCS or later since Orel Hershiser did it in Game 2 of the 1988 World Series. Yamamoto was also the first pitcher with a complete game in the postseason in his age 26 season or younger since Mad Bum did it in Game 5 of the 2014 World Series, and the first right-handed pitcher age 26 or younger to do so since Tim Lincecum did it in Game 1 of the 2010 NLDS. The Dodgers' starting rotation as a whole has a 1.54 ERA in the postseason. There have only been 3 starting rotations to deliver a sub-2 ERA in a single postseason in the wildcard era, minimum 50 innings pitched. The 2012 Tigers, the 2001 D-backs, and the 1996 Braves. The 2001 D-backs were the only team of this bunch to win the World Series. All these teams did make the World Series.
There was never a doubt in my mind they weren't going to win the World Series.
I thought the Brewers were going to be somewhat competitive. It was going to be like 2018 where they went to 7 games. This is a sweep. I'm sorry. This is a sweep.
And I don't see this going past 5 no matter who is in the World Series. I just don't. I don't see a team that can compete with them. Honestly, like you could say Mariners might have, they don't even have the edge pitching anymore. So no one has an edge on them.
It reminds me, and I hate to go back to a different sport, but and we just saw this. It reminds me of the Florida Panthers.
Yeah.
Where they don't need to be at their best in the regular season. They can have as many injuries as they want. And
it doesn't matter.
Come playoff time, everybody's going to be healthy, and they're going to dominate. Doesn't matter if they're home. Doesn't matter if they're on the road.
And their best player pitches.
Doesn't matter.
Their best player pitches
and their best player pitches too, and maybe starting tomorrow. Maybe.
What? I can't get anything good. Nothing good sports wise comes towards me. Dodgers fans get it so easy. They get it so easy. Who thought a team of Mookie Betts, Freddie Freeman, Shohei Ohtani, Yoshibu, Blake Trinan, all these guys, who thought they were going to be bad? No one.
Literally no one. And we look offensively too. I know Shohei.
PK fucking Hernandez. Are you kidding me?
Teoscar Hernandez, another stat.
Didn't they trade Kiki to get fucking
Kiki?
Whatever. Didn't they trade him to bring in Mookie? And now they have Mookie and him?
Yes, they traded Kike Hernandez to get Mookie Betts.
You fucked up.
Nugget Chef on Twitter, a great follow. He's on the Baseball is Dead podcast. He just has so many out of nowhere stats that I'm just using. So credit to him. Teoscar Hernandez, he homered last night. He is the 4th player in Dodgers history with 4 home runs through his first 8 games in a single postseason, joining Steve Garvey and Davey Lopes in 1978 and Manny Ramirez in 2008. Max Muncy now has 14 home runs in the postseason as a member of the Dodgers. That is the most in Dodgers franchise history. He had previously been in a 3-way tie with Corey Seager and Justin Turner. This team's just so good. This team, they're just good. They're just going to show up and kill you.
They're better than your team at everything. That's just what it is when you play them. They're just better than you at everything.
Although the bullpen is, albeit, kind of bad.
Does it matter? They didn't even use it yesterday.
They didn't even use it yesterday. Sasaki out of the bullpen is a cheat code. I know he almost blew game 1.
He would be the Mets ace.
Yeah, he would be anybody's ace.
Are you fucking kidding me?
And they're using him as a closing pitcher.
It's mind-boggling.
I do want to look at the Brewers, though. Jackson Churio, just in general. Hang on, let me just check. That is Tim's picks. And then, wait, sorry. I can't believe I'm doing this. These are mine. Okay. Jackson Churio is winning an MVP in the next 3 to 5 years.
I would think so,
give or take. Jackson Churio is the 6th player in MLB history to have at least 4 career postseason home runs through his age 21 season. Look at the list that he is a part of and get back to me on that, because I may just bank Jackson Churio MVP tickets for the rest of my life up until he wins one. So he joins Juan Soto, Miguel Cabrera, Bryce Harper, Andrew Jones, Mickey Mantle. At least 4 career postseason home runs through his age 21 season. That list is a Hall of Famer and 5 future Hall of Famers with Jones, Harper, or 4 future Hall of Famers, sorry, with Jones, Harper, Cabrera, and Soto.
That's crazy.
It's insane. He is going to get that. He's going to get that ticket.
He's one of 3 21-year-olds who hit 2 home runs in a series before turning 21. Can you name the other 2?
Juan Soto.
Miggy and Wander Franco. I knew you were going to get the Wander one.
Wow. Like the Miguel Cabrera one, I'm like, it has to be someone on this list. Has to be someone on this list. Wander Franco.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Real interesting one there.
Oh my God. Then we go to the other series. Did you expect this? Because I didn't.
Not after the Yankee series.
Yeah, not after the Yankee series. I did not expect this. And now, granted, on paper, the Mariners are the better team.
100%.
Absolutely. But I did not think that with the way that the Blue Jays played in Toronto against the Yankees,
they're just not slugging like they were.
Is it regression? Is it a hangover? I don't understand where this is coming from. And of course, the most obvious thing in the world was when frickin' Trey Savage, who looked like the second coming of Jesus Christ against the Yankees, gets a 3-spot hung up on him in the first inning.
Yeah.
That's the most obvious thing on the planet. Just goes to show you just how terrible the approach was. That Cal Raleigh home run was probably that had to be honestly. I know it tied the game, but that just felt like the dagger.
Yeah, like that was it.
Yeah, Raleigh is the 4th catcher with a game-tying home run in the 6th inning or later in ALCS history. He joins Jorge Posada, who did it in 2009 Game 3 of the ALCS against the Angels. Rich Gedman, 1988. Oh my God, God help. Echebarren in 1973. You were going to say
Danny Echeverria.
Not a Danny Echeverria. But it's just that Game 1 was just such a mind fuck, where it was really, when Springer hit that home run first pitch, you're like, here we go. It's coming.
And that was it.
Like the onslaugh's coming, and that was it. I think the Blue Jays' stats after the 2nd inning this series are abysmal. I believe they're not even hitting like a natural 100. I can't. Oh my God, where is it? I had the stat, then I lost it. Whatever, I can't find it. But their hitting stats after the 2nd inning is just not good.
I'm trying to see if I can find it.
Yeah, not good at all.
Let me see. I'm looking it up. Keep going.
Yeah, but Game 3 tonight, this will be out by the time Game 3 starts. Mariners laying 130, minus 130. Shane Bieber on the mound for the Blue Jays. George Kirby on the mound for Seattle. Do we have anything from this? I found out that the Blue Jays are starting Max Scherzer in Game 4. So if they lose this game, they're fucked.
Yeah, I don't know. Mariners kind of been all over them.
They have. Is it just, I maybe lean over?
Yeah. I'd be okay with that. But can they even hit? Can the Jays even hit?
Who knows? Kirby on the mound, Rye, New York native. Shout out him. Yeah, I don't know. I expect a lot of runs here, because you got to think, though, too, like Bieber, who isn't really at his top level as he once was. So maybe the over? I don't know. We'll see. But again, it's 11 a.m. and we still have football to discuss. Okay, let's go hockey really quick.
Terrible.
Yeah. Let's go hockey really quick. The Rangers cannot score a goal at home. They are the first team in NHL history to get blanked in their first 3 games at home. A 3-0 loss to the Penguins on opening night, a 1-0 loss to the Capitals on Sunday, and a 2-0 loss to the Oilers last night. You just heard Vincent Trocheck is on long-term IR, so that's not good. It does clear up some money, so maybe we do see Scott Morrow.
Yeah, make a move. You can make a move. You can go get someone.
We could, but again, like, is it going to be worth it when you do have your first-round pick this year?
Right. It's early. I wouldn't jump it. yet. We'll see how it plays out. But you could make a move potentially down the line. It does free up some cap.
It does.
But yeah, Isles and Rangers got to get off to a better start.
Yes. Schaefer's look good, though.
He's playing like 26 minutes a night, and rightfully so.
I do recall seeing quotes of fans basically being like, "This is the closest I've felt since Tavares left to a player."
Yeah, I mean, it's if you're an Islanders fan, it's him and Matt Barzal are like the two guys you never want to see leave. But yeah, I mean, we're getting high praise from other coaches. Winnipeg their head coach compared him to Cale Makar, which is high praise. I know
that's pretty good.
Kid can skate. He's averaging a point a night in the 3 games we've played, which is kind of phenomenal. He's got a goal and 2 assists. That being said, the other 5 defensemen, what? Where the fuck? What are you guys doing? I mean, what do you do? I know it's a new system, and there's a few things that are changing, but these guys look all over the place. They're slow. They're late. They're allowing odd man rushes, a ton of chances. This Romanov D'Angelo line has been, for any Islander fan watching, they have been hard to watch. And I mean, like, Stan, like the worst deep pair in the league.
Scott Morrow has been recalled.
There you go. That was quick.
Yeah.
But
that was fast.
If you've looked at any of the underlying stats, I'm pretty sure D'Angelo Romanov D pair has been the worst D pair in the NHL. They've been bad. I think they're like -7 in the first 3, which is, I don't know how that happens. But yeah, they've been brutal. And there's just things you got to switch. I mean, they can't score 5 on 5. The defense has been bad. The power play, whoa, we've changed that around. It's been good. It's been good. You lose a bunch of other things. You get one thing back. Power play's been good. Druin's been good. But the defense has been bad. The defense positioning's been bad. We've allowed way too many chances. I see way too many Islanders fans on social media, Stan, who are just like, let's blow this whole thing up. Trade Barzal, trade Horvat, trade Sorokin.
3 games into
we're
the
3
season.
games in, and I want to ask this question to people listening. In recent history, when, and I just give me a time of when, because it hasn't happened yet in Chicago, it hasn't happened yet in Anaheim, it hasn't happened yet in San Jose. When has tearing down a team for a full rebuild in the NHL worked? Never. It never works. It doesn't work because that's just not how it's not how the game is played. It's not how it, and if it does work, Stan, it works after 10 years because look at Buffalo. That hasn't worked out. Look at Chicago. Yeah, light at the end of the tunnel.
They suck.
They still they're not great. They're not great.
Not good.
San Jose, same kind of situation. Obviously, young guys. Future looks good.
Also,
right now, doesn't look great.
You do mention Anaheim. They look pretty fucking good right now.
They do look good. They've got the young guys locked up. Yeah, they brought in some grizzled vets.
Nice.
And again, like I would call that a full tear down and rebuild. But like they signed a bunch of guys in the offseason. They brought in Kreider. They have Trouba now. They have these grizzled veterans where you're plug and fill in pieces. And I wouldn't consider that like a full tear rebuild. Islanders fans want just to bring in a million prospects and hope that works out. That's not how hockey is played. It's not how it's played. It's not how it works. It's not how you manage a team. So let's pump the brakes. This isn't Sorokin's fault. This isn't Horvat's fault. This isn't Barzal's fault. It's a team aspect game. The bottom 6 hasn't been producing. The defense has been abysmal. Let's figure those things out internally. We'll move from there. But I'm not blowing this up right now. We're 3 games in. So let's pump the brakes.
All right. Your thoughts on JT Miller's comments after the game? I hate to reverse back to the Rangers.
I didn't even see what he said, but I heard.
So let me read it. He said, "First of all, let's not make this bigger than it is. It's game 5. A lot to like about our game. It's a unique situation, but let's not blow this out of proportion." Yeah,
I mean, let's be honest, media. Let's pump the brakes. It's the start of the season. It's an 82 game season. All right, things turn around quick. So let's pump the brakes. You win 4 in a row, Stan. Now the question is, who are they going to get? Who are they going to trade for? This team's first team in the league. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's just.
I will say though, the top comment on Twitter to that Miller quote was JT Miller, famous for never making things bigger than they actually are.
Yeah, real famous for that.
Yeah. So we'll see how the Rangers do. They play tomorrow in Toronto against the Maple Leafs. My God.
I almost play tonight, I believe.
No, they don't. They play tomorrow, I believe. Yes, against Edmonton.
And yeah, great.
Yeah, great. All right. Let's go to football. We already talked Jets for the first 20 minutes. Let's talk about the Giants really quick.
Good win. Good.
Great win for the Giants. Am I worried that this week's game against the Broncos is a little bit of a trap game where the Broncos are, they put on that performance against the Jets and they're still favored by a touchdown? Yeah, I'm a little bit worried. Jalen Carter, I will say, we are using our stadium to our advantage. Jalen Carter did not play because the Eagles were afraid of his knee exploding on the MetLife turf. So maybe this is a good thing.
Maybe it's been the turf's fault this whole time for the Jets.
Maybe. And they're never going back. both of our terrible owners said that we're sticking with that awful turf. So that's great. Yeah, great.
Fuck Woody Johnson, bro. I wonder how those meetings go. Do you think those like two are just laughing? They're like, "Oh, we're making so much money."
Yes. That's exactly how it goes. Although I do, there was a nice moment in the locker room for John Mara. They gave him the game ball.
Well, I mean, doesn't he have cancer now?
Yes, he does. He's going through chemotherapy. Thoughts on Dable peeking through the medical tent, and now the Giants may lose a draft pick because of it.
Dumb rule, first of all, but like...
But it's just funny how Russell Wilson comes in. They're checking him out in the tent. Russell Wilson comes in, and he throws this god-awful pass.
He's so funny to watch on the sidelines, just picking guys up. He's like running on the field, like, "Hey, let's get back out there." Like, buddy, it's not your team, all right? You're not getting back in. Like,
it's not your team. That's your. I think he's our like. I think he's the 5-star captain, though. Like, that's even funnier.
What are you doing?
Like, the 5-star captain is making.
Give it to
making
Jameis.
Everybody's life miserable.
Yeah, I know. Like,
but the funny part is that Russ throws this god awful pass, and then you see Dable. He's like poking his head through the tent, and he's screaming at the concussion specialist, like, "Get my guy back in the game!
Let him go.
I'm gonna lose my fucking job.
Let him go. He's got to go."
Like, unbelievable. I can't even believe it. Now the Giants may lose. They've already said that it's gonna be a pretty hefty fine, which is all right, whatever. And now if we may lose a draft pick because of this, I'm gonna start fucking losing my shit.
Well, then you're really looking at, all right, now it's time to trade. Now it's time to get rid of this coach. That's the final straw. You lose a pick. Are you kidding me?
We lose a pick because of that. I'm gonna fucking lose. As long as if it's a comp pick, all right. But if it's like a 6th, 7th rounder, I may lose my shit.
It's just dumb. It's just dumb. Your quarterback's on the field. I know he sucks.
Also, Scatterboo did the same thing. There's no outcry for Scatterboo.
Yeah,
I don't know.
It's just weird. I didn't realize it was a rule.
I also don't like. I'll be honest. Like, I'm loving what I'm seeing out of Dart and Scatterboo, but at the same time, like, can we like stop with the leaning in with the head and all that? I want.
You got 4 years of this, Dan. Enjoy it.
I want. I want this franchise to be like Dart diving for the first down and like leaning in with the head was the most diabolical shit I've ever seen. 2
mini Cam Newtons who aren't 6'4", 260, who are like, I'm just gonna run guys over. Let's see what happens.
Just gonna run through a motherfucker's face and see what happens. Yeah,
at least you got
like,
heart.
That was.
I got a quarterback who's just standing there taking it.
At least there's something fun to look forward to. Yeah. So Giants, I'm happy. And now everyone's sort of not like discrediting it, but it's like, did the Giants beat the Eagles or did the Eagles really just beat themselves? Because I'm telling you right now, it wins a win. Yeah,
no
absolutely.
Pictures in the win column, Sam.
When Nick Sirianni hires from within, it never goes well. Because he did it after they won the Super Bowl, or after they went to the Super Bowl against the Chiefs the first go around, and they hire Brian Johnson when Steichen and Gannon left. And he hires Brian Johnson, and the offense was fucking abysmal. They get rid of Brian Johnson. They hire Kellen Moore, who was with the Chargers the previous season. They win a Super Bowl. Actually, sorry, they hire Vic Fangio as well, but he was the only one that stayed. And then they hire this Patillo guy. Does this guy only exclusively run shotgun formations? Like, yeah. Is he only exclusive? Like, and also, if you want the tush push to stay, maybe running it 4 times in a row isn't going to help your cause.
No, I mean, it's just.
I was so fucking mad. Like,
so was
and
the
this
booth.
Is even funnier.
The booth was like, I don't even want to watch this.
This is even, and what's even funnier to me is that my bet, if you remember, one of my 3 last week was Eagles first half team total over 12.5. That touchdown helped me cash that over. And I was still pissed. I was still upset.
The A.J. Brown over smacked early.
Yeah. So I was like, again, it's not football. It's I feel like I'm watching Sevens rugby.
It's
like,
dumb.
It's
just dumb.
It's so stupid. This play is gonna get banned. And
I blame the Jets. The Jets with another bad mistake. They do the wrong thing every single time. They're the one who.
Did they vote for it?
Yes.
Fuck them.
Of course they did, Stan, because they were like, oh, we're going to use it all year. I think we've been in the red zone once.
Oh, my God. Like, it's not football. It is not football.
It's dumb.
It's so stupid. And now we can go around the league before we get to our preview. Drake May. Thanks, DeVito, you scumbag. Like, really. And I love how Tim's, like, talking shit about the Patriots. You're wearing the Boston Rob special.
Oh, I'll throw a Red Sox hat on there. You gotta,
Yeah, you'll throw a Red Sox hat
I
on?
give a fuck about the Patriots?
Do you even know who Boston Rob is? God. Watch Survivor for once in your life. It'll change you. The GOAT of Survivor.
I can switch around here. I'll throw this one up.
Yeah,
we got a big game against Western Mich.
Yeah, there you go. Lol. All right, there you go.
Western Mich, Friday, Saturday. Second team, playing the second team in the country.
They won the national championship, correct?
Hell yeah, they did. And we got to beat them. We got them at home.
All right, I was right. Yeah, Drake May looks pretty good. Seems like the Patriots have their shit together. All they had to do was honestly, hire Mike Vrabel.
Stan, I'm not angry. I don't care because we're 0-6.
Now we look at the schedule for the Pats coming up, and it's pretty favorable.
I know.
Yeah, they got the Titans, the Browns.
Let them win the division. I hate the Bills.
Yeah, honestly, yeah. The Browns, Falcons, Bucks, Jets, Bengals, Giants, Bills, Ravens, Jets, Dolphins.
I love those 2 Jets wins for them. That's great.
Yeah, so if they need those wins, that's pretty big.
They get the Dolphins again too in there. Yeah, it's 3. There you go.
Well, the Ravens, they'll have Lamar back though.
No, they play the Finns though, don't they?
Their last 2 games of the year are the Jets and the Dolphins.
Yeah, that's 2. Are you kidding me? That's 2 wins. There you go.
All right, you said 3.
There's 2. Yeah, because there's 2 against the Jets, 1 against the Finns. That's 3 interdivisional wins.
Yeah, you're right. That first Jet game's on national television.
Brutal. I peeped that the other day. Brutal. I mean, who in their right mind is like?
That's a standalone.
Who's like
a standalone game?
This team, national television. Everyone wants to watch it. Let's go. No one wants to watch it. Oh my god, I don't want to watch it.
Yeah,
I don't even want to watch it this week.
Yeah, this Sunday night game, the Chiefs take down the Lions. Seems like that the Chiefs are not fully. Actually, yeah, they're fully back. They got Rashid Rice now. If you're a Chiefs fan and you told them when Rashid Rice comes back, you'd be 3-3, but still be favorites to win the Super Bowl, I
think you're smiling.
I think you're smiling. I think this offense looked efficient and potent, even without Rashid Rice on the field, and now they get him back. Chris Jones.
I hate Mahomes.
A lot of Yep. Chris Jones had a lot of pressures in this game. Secondary and linebackers did their jobs as well. Look to the Lions. The defense is a bit concerning. They've surrendered 24 points or higher in half their games so far. Jared Goff.
7 points or higher in half their games so far?
24. 24 or higher.
Yeah, sorry. Jets allowed 27 or higher in 5 of their 6.
Well, yeah. And I know the Lions defense is injured. Damn, that's bad.
No excuses.
Goff had a very good first half, and then couldn't really adjust in the second half. He went 22 of 25 for 194 yards and 2 touchdowns. Jared Goff now has a passing touchdown in 12 straight games. That's a career high.
All right.
That receiving touchdown he got would have been cool.
Yeah, of course it's illegal. Of course,
but that's
illegal.
The rule, though, because I remember the Chiefs doing something like that, and where Kelsey lined up under center and then went in motion, and he didn't touch the ball, even though he was like, "Why?" I forget what it was, but I remember hearing if you go under center, and go back in motion, you can't touch the ball. Or the rule now, Collinsworth or Terry McAuley was saying that when you go in motion, you have to completely stop for a full second
and then you can go. Yeah, you can't be. Yeah.
Goff was still going in motion, but I think that was a part of the play design where he was still going in motion. He gets a blocker, makes the catch, and goes in.
So it's a sort of like a hidden ball trick kind of thing where you can't step on the mound without the ball kind of situation kind of thing.
If they were
caught it.
If they were playing any other team than the Kansas City Chiefs, I feel like everyone would have been like, oh, yeah, all right, that makes sense. It's the fact that they were playing the Chiefs where everyone was like, all right, rigged.
It is rigged. Fuck the Chiefs.
We go to the Monday night games. Falcons with a very encouraging win over the Bills.
Offense looked good. Defense looked really good. Their defense got to that backfield quick.
Dude, this Falcons defense is pretty good. Pretty damn good. I don't know how to explain it. The run defense is great, and I know the Bills are shorthanded at wide receiver. Or sorry, not at wide receiver, but Kincaid was,
they are.
Yeah, they are technically. They're not shorthanded. They just don't really have guys at wide receiver. I think Kincaid being out played a pretty big role, despite Dawson Knox having a touchdown. This is what the Falcons did to the Vikings in week 2, where they kind of made J.J. McCarthy look like a fool, and the offense kind of did their thing. And I know that game wasn't as high scoring because the Vikings defense is pretty good, but they were still able to get a pretty big win on the road. If this Falcons defense is doing this to an elite quarterback like Josh Allen, we could tone it down in the J.J. McCarthy.
It's weird that they couldn't do it against Bryce Young, though. That's like the one thing that sticks out to me.
That's
that
the thing.
Game is just...
I just don't think that they're that good on the road.
Is that really... Can you be that bad on the road versus at home? Like, really? Because that's also, a huge difference.
I think it's like a division thing, too.
I don't know. They must have schemed it up perfectly because they going 22-0 to Carolina and then going pretty much...
30-0.
30-0. And you go take care of business against a Buffalo Bills team who is out for revenge after losing last week to the Patriots.
Are you panicking? If you're a Bills fan, are you panicking?
No, because they do bullshit like this every year, and they're gonna be fine. They're gonna be 14-3. You know how this is gonna end up.
I would. I honest to God would panic. They have a top 15 defense every year of the Allen era. The Bills have had a top 15 defense, and it still gets carved up by Mahomes come playoff time every year. This year, they do not have a decent regular season defense, and they're 24th in EPA per play on defense. There is no reason to think that this Bills team is going to be okay unless they make a major move and trade for someone.
I think they might. Why not?
Bills
get Tyreek. I would be fucking... Oh, he's hurt, but still, I mean, like some situation like that.
On defense,
I'm talking both sides of the ball here because I feel like they need a spark plug at receiver, Stan. I don't think the core group they have right now can really get it done against an elite team in the NFL. I think you need something. You need something to give you a little boost.
Orioles have interviewed Luis Rojas in their managerial search. Yankees third base coach. Oh, so the Yankees got rid of a couple of guys. They got rid of their bullpen coach. They got rid of their first base coach.
Mets brought in what's his face? K. Correa, hitting coach.
That's big.
Yeah,
that's big.
Figure it out. Please.
Yeah.
I need one of my teams to be good.
And then the Chicago-Washington game. That was a good win for Chicago. That was a gutsy win.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the weather, I know, Bill had that fumble. I think the second fumble wasn't really Bill's.
Yeah, Jay Daniels just threw it at him.
He didn't throw it at him. The ball slipped out of his hands.
Yeah, but it was more
wet.
More like a fucking, he like tossed it into his chest and it wasn't like, wasn't clean.
All right, fair enough. Week 7 preview. Tim and I both went 2-1. I hit with the Eagles team first half team total over 12.5. I also hit with the Seahawks money line.
I believe so.
Was it the Seahawks?
No, I had the under in the Seahawks-Jaguars game, didn't I?
Sorry, Drake May over 233.5 passing yards. That's what I had. I also bet on the Seahawks money line as well. I'm not a part of my 3. Tim hits on A.J. Brown over receiving yards. Seahawks, Jags under. And the Bill, we both lose on the Lions. I lose on the Lions, and Tim loses on the Bills minus the 4.5. So going into this week, Tim still holds a 3-game lead. I'm at 6-12. Tim is at... You're above 500. You're 9 you're actually no. You are 500. You're 9-9.
We're all right. We're all right.
I'm still keeping afloat though, so that's a pretty positive sign. It's 3 games, 1 possession.
It's just 3 games.
It's just 3 games. Script can flip like that with a snap of a finger. Could happen this week. So let's dive right into it. Thursday Night Football tomorrow. Steelers taking on the Bengals. Steelers are favored by 5.5. The total is set at 43.5. And let me tell you something. I'm ringing that bell.
Love it.
I am ringing the bell. I'm going to go with Jamar Chase over 71.5 receiving yards. Steelers play a lot of zone defense. Jamar Chase has done very well against zone defense this year, and he did a pretty damn good job with Flacco throwing him the ball, despite Flacco knowing the offense for only 5 days. When we look at explosive plays, Steelers have given up a lot of explosive plays this season so far. They've given up 1,000 yards of explosive plays. They've given up 14 passes of over 20 yards and 4 passes of over 30 yards. Jamar Chase has done pretty well with the explosive plays of 20 yards. He's had 4 receptions, 20 yards. He's got 32 receptions and 374 yards of explosive plays. I think with the Steelers playing zone defense a lot, gives a lot of room to cushion for yards after the catch. I think Chase can, find some yards after the catch when he makes receptions. So yeah, Thursday Night Football has treated me well this year, I will say. A lot of primetime standalone games haven't really treated me well in years past. Thursday Night Football has done me right.
Keep running with it.
So Yeah, so I'm going to keep running with it. I'm going to take Jamar Chase over 71.5 receiving yards. Tim, do you have anything from this game?
Got nothing from this game. Should be an interesting game. I feel like this division itself, they play really well against each other, no matter who's playing who. So I think it should be a closer game than some people might make it out to be. But like, I got nothing.
Okay. London game. Rams. The pupil taking on the teacher. Liam Cohen and ex-Sean McVay guy. Rams taking on the Jaguars. Rams are favored by 3. Oh, you're ringing the bell. Total is set at 44.5. What do you have here?
Travis Etienne Jr.'s 60-plus rushing yards.
I would hope that hits because he's on my fantasy team, and my fantasy team is in complete disarray right now.
I'm hoping for you, Stan.
Yes.
Yeah, they run the ball a lot. You're going to have to against a good Rams defense if they want to get anything moving. Honestly, from what I've seen from Trevor Lawrence in these past few weeks, is I feel like they're trusting him less and less for some reason. I don't blame them because he hasn't looked great, but they've definitely moved more towards that run-heavy offense that we saw the first few weeks. I expect Etienne to get at least 60.
Do you know what it reminds me of?
What?
It reminds me of, because, Liam Cohen was with Tampa last year. It just reminds me of what Tampa did with Bucky Irving last year.
Yeah.
Where they kind of just like workhorsed him and he found his way to be the starter and now he's the guy.
And once you
not necessarily
right,
he's hurt,
but once you establish a run game, then you could really beat teams with, a deep ball
with the pass.
Yeah, because if they're playing run, then it's going to open some holes downfield. I think especially the way the Jaguars have been playing, if they want to get ahead in this game, they're going to have to run the ball. ETN 60 plus, I think that's a lot.
Okay. -1.
Tell you right now, I think it was -130.
Okay.
It wasn't even that. It was actually pretty good odds.
All right. Okay. Next game. Definitely the weaker one of the 1 o'clock slate. 1 o'clock slate's got some close games, but this is not one of them. The Chiefs are taking on the Raiders at Arrowhead. Chiefs favored by 11.5. Total is at 45.5. I got nothing. Tim, you got anything from this one?
I got nothing, but I didn't get to see it because it didn't come out yet, the line. I'm not going to put it down as one of mine, but when it does come out, I really like Travis Kelce's over on receptions. He's been getting the ball a ton, especially. I know you're getting some receivers back, but they really seem to find that connection again they've had the past few years. So I really like Travis Kelce's over on receptions.
Not one of my 3, but I may lean the over.
-125, I got it at Stan, the Travis Etienne plus 60 plus. So there's good value there.
I lean the over. Again, not one of my 3, but the Chiefs' offense has found its stride. They're becoming consistent these past 3 weeks, and now they're bringing back Rashee Rice. And I think we'll be reminded of how lethal this past game is with him back.
I agree. They could extend the field now.
And I think Raiders could, and you're not really relying on the Raiders to put up much.
No.
Is what I'm getting at.
No.
So maybe 10 points, nice like 37-10 final.
I could see that.
Can get you that over. All right, next up, Dolphins taking on the Browns. Browns favored by 2.5. Total at 40.5.
Oh,
I'm ringing the bell. I got it at -134. Was it 42? So it just falls under the -150 cusp. I'm going with the Browns money line.
All right, I love it.
Yeah.
Dylan Gabriel, get active, get that win.
I'm going with the Browns money line. This Dolphins offensive line has been abysmal.
Their whole team stinks.
The team's coming off of a heartbreaker against the Chargers, and then Tua after the game was basically saying
people not showing up to players' meetings and
players not showing up to players only meetings, guys showing up late to players only meetings. This franchise is in disarray. I think that this is the game that gets Mike McDaniel fired.
I 100% agree, especially after stuff like that. I think Tua's sort of insinuating that we need a change of face in here with comments like that, and I think. And
then also, the weather in Cleveland does not look good. 80% rain.
They can't play anywhere but Miami, and they can't even play Miami anymore. So
yeah. So I'm gonna trust the run game for Cleveland, and also I'm gonna trust this stud Cleveland defensive line to dominate this abysmal Miami Dolphin offensive line. And I'm gonna roll with the Browns here. Browns money line. This game's gonna be gross, but I'm gonna take the Browns here. I'm gonna rely on Dylan Gabriel to get his first.
I don't have anything in this game, but I 100% agree with if I was gonna take something, it would be Browns money line.
Yeah, this game's gonna be absolutely disgusting. Next up. Bears taking on the Saints. Bears favored by 5.5. Total at 46.5. This game,
I don't know.
I'd lean under.
Yeah, I would.
I did check the weather for this one. The 14-mile-an-hour winds.
Oh, I didn't even know it was.
Yeah,
Jesus. For teams
Windy City,
for these two teams that like to kick the football. Let's.
Yeah, it's getting to be that time of year where the wind plays a factor. I'd lean under here and just leave it alone. Tim, you have anything? All right. Another big one on the 1 o'clock slate. Eagles taking on the Vikings. Eagles favored by 1.5 total is at 43.5. I have nothing from this one. I think that both these offenses are going to be very gross. Tim is ringing the bell. Who you got here?
I really like Saquon to get a touchdown this week. I feel like at some point, especially after last week's loss, you got to get back to what works. I think if they can get Saquon active and early, runs one-handed, I think that could be, honestly, like, I'm not saying take it because, it's a stretch, but you want crazy value? First touchdown, Saquon Barkley.
Wow.
I didn't take that, though. I just took Saquon anytime. I want to make that clear, but if you want great value, Saquon first touchdown. But I got Saquon anytime touchdown.
Speaking of value, if you got this at plus 2.5 for Minnesota, I mean, it's not one of my 3, but I may lean that just because
I don't hate it.
See what happens with the market throughout the week. I know that it's fallen down to plus 1.5, but slight home favorites off a bye. We kind of saw this with the Falcons last week, where they're off a bye, they're playing the Bills, they just completely dominate them in every aspect.
Same sort of situation. The Eagles need to get right week, and Minnesota can take that away from them.
Yeah, they can. So I lean Minnesota, but Tim is rolling with Saquon anytime touchdown. We have breaking NBA news, Tim. Russell Westbrook has agreed to a deal to sign with the Sacramento Kings.
Oh, okay. I didn't see that coming. Now I look at that roster stand and I think, wow, what is this?
What?
I don't know. Like,
what is this?
What are you doing? If you're a Kings fan right now, they were lighting the beam 2 years ago and you had one of the best records in the West. And now you're looking at this team and you're like,
you got our guy.
What went wrong?
I think De'Aaron Fox. I just think it's just ran its course, and also it's the Kings. They're a cursed franchise.
What is the team now? Is it like Levine, Westbrook?
Oh, is DeRozan?
Yeah, they have DeMar. Dude, this team stinks. So they took the Bulls and they mixed this like 18, 20, 21 Bulls team, and we're just like
Ace Bailey.
Yeah, just put it together, see what works.
This team's weird. Sorry, I'm thinking of Utah. Sorry, Ace Bailey's on fucking Utah.
They're really weird. They're really weird.
What a weird team. Tim, we discussed this team not too long ago. The Panthers taking on the Jets.
You know what? What even is it? I'm not even ringing the bell, but maybe I'll just take it. I'd be dumb not to.
Panthers favored by 1.5. Totals at 42.
Maybe I'll take my last pick because it's minus 125 to get the Panthers money line right now, and you'd be dumb.
Are you ringing the bell?
I had another one, but I kind of
no. I already sent it. I already sent it.
You want my best bet of the week? You want my real bet? My singular best bet of the week? Throw your entire life savings on the Carolina Panthers to win this football game, if that's what you want. If you want money, there you go. How can it only be minus 125? How? If you watched the last 6 weeks of Jets football, and you're like, they have a shot? What is it?
And like the Panthers are getting Jalen Coker back. Like,
dude, they're playing good football right now. Like what? They won last week.
I don't understand. I don't understand. That's taking on the Titans. This is the first game without Brian Callahan. I told you he was going to get fired. Like that was a disgrace.
Well, I mean, he was terrible.
And now they have Mike McCoy.
Even better.
Oh, God, he's their interim. Tim, you're ringing the bell. Pat's favored by a touchdown and an extra point. Totals at 42. 42.5. What do you got?
Plus 105. I have the Pats.
Oh.
First quarter spread at 0.5. So Patriots to win the first quarter. I think that's kind of a good bet. They've been rolling out hot, especially watching last week. They got the deep ball active early. I think Tennessee is like as bad as the Jets are, but have a brighter future somehow. Yeah.
Somehow, despite firing their head coach.
Still looking up. At least you have something.
Still looking up.
You have something to look forward to. You have Cam Ward.
Something to look forward to there.
Stan, this week, they have the better receiving core, the better quarterback, probably the better O-line. So, honestly, Tennessee's a better football team.
Yes, you are right. I'd lean the Titans just because teams that fire their head coach, like the first game after firing their head coach, they do well against the number. And plus, it's a touchdown. It's against a big number.
Yeah.
Not a big number, but you know what I mean?
A
main number of 7. So
I could see some second half fight from this Tennessee team.
I can too.
I don't see them getting out. I don't see them getting out hot. I don't see them starting the gate with a deep ball touchdown.
And plus, with the way that Drake May has been playing as of late, like how can you not?
Yeah, I'm running with that.
Not?
But you know what? You heard my other one. Jets to lose minus 125 for the Cardinals. Panthers money line. Hammer that. That's the bet of the week for the podcast. That's the bet of the week for any podcast out there.
Squad right?
Yeah. Anyway, I'm going to send an email out. We're going to send an email out to anyone who will listen.
Every guest that has been on this show ever, please get on Panthers money
If
line.
I made a phone call right now, I wouldn't even have to convince them. I think I'd be like, yo, Panthers are minus 125 this week. Like, oh, yeah, cool. All right, I'll throw that down.
Oh, great.
I'm sure Kilk already
All
has
right,
it in.
yeah, absolutely. All right, next up, Giants taking on the Broncos. Broncos favored by 7, totals of 40.5. This game just screams Broncos to me.
Yeah, the offense didn't show out last
before.
week. They have some things they got to work on.
Yeah, and now, do I want the Giants to go out and win this football game? Absolutely, I want them to. We're a game out of the division right now.
It's week 7. Week 7.
I know it's week 7.
10 more weeks of football.
Yeah, I'm aware. But
you guys
still,
are one major injury away from 2 fucking head cases headbutting a D lineman, and that's the season.
Fair enough. Yeah, but a lot of people on the Broncos minus 7, again, just a main number. Not like a letdown spot, but I just feel like the hype's just been too big.
Oh, yeah, this happens every time a team goes on a run. I mean, you remember when Mike White won one football game? The Jets were favored against Miami in Miami. He gets hurt the first drive. I took every single one of his overs, and that was the end of Mike White.
Wasn't that the year the Bengals went to the Super Bowl, too?
I believe so. God, I'm talking, how many Jets quarterbacks? All right, you keep going.
You're just gonna. My God! All right. Oh yeah, because you have your 3.
Yeah.
Next up, good one on the 4:00 slate here. The Chargers taking on the Colts in LA. Chargers favored by 1.5. Totals at 48.5. Don't have anything. I'd lean Chargers.
Me too. If I would take anything.
Just because. Well, the thing is, though, the Colts have already played here. They've already played in LA. They're probably an A.D. Mitchell fumble across the goal line away from probably winning the game.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just think that the Colts kind of, and I know they should have dominated that game against Arizona last week, and they didn't. I know Brissett, I think, honestly, if you want me to be honest, I know the Cardinals are next up on the docket here, but is it just me, or do I think that, like, a pocket passer is better equipped for this Cardinals offense than Kyler Murray?
100%. Because this Kyler Murray thing, like, it's been the same thing every year, right? You go out there, they win the same amount of games, they do the same shit every year, and it seems like there's going to be no change. Like, they've brought in guys, I know there hasn't really been a huge turnover, but you bring in, like, guys like Marvin Harrison and stuff like that. It just hasn't worked out. Now, where does he work in the NFL, though? Like, what team do you see him working out on, right? That's, like, kind of my thing, is just kind of what he is.
Yeah. Who knows? Like, is it Miami? It could be. If you think about it. Yeah, but Tim has nothing from this. I don't have anything from this. Maybe I'd lean LA, but
oh my God,
should be a fun one though. Pretty high total at 48, so expect a lot of offense, especially with
2010. The Jets have had 16 different starting quarterbacks.
Oh, God.
Can you even name? Oh no, I'm sorry. I think there's actually 21. Can you name like 10? I mean, this is
Mike White, Ryan Fitzpatrick. This is since when?
2010.
Ryan Fitzpatrick, Mike White, Mark Sanchez, Zach Wilson, Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah, I mean, you could.
I have 4.
Yeah.
Tyrod Taylor, Justin Fields.
I'll give you a few you'll never get. Luke Falk.
I know Luke Falk. I was at that game.
How about Kellen Clemens?
I didn't know he started.
Mark Brunell.
Mark Brunell, Giant legend,
yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Or no, Jaguar legend. Mark Brunell was there. Actually, was Mark Brunell ever a Giant?
Matt Sims, Mike Vick.
Michael Vick.
Tebow. Trevor Siemian.
Yeah, I said Trevor Siemian.
Yeah. You did. Flacco. Got Flacco in there.
Oh, yeah.
McCown, Bryce Petty.
Greg McElroy.
Yeah, there you go. Greg McElroy. I'm looking at him right now. Yeah, this is brutal. Oh, my God.
I will never forget
Boyle.
when Tim Boyle, God. He started games for the Giants, too. It was brutal. All right, next game.
Before we get next game, why did teams actively employ him? Because we watched him play, and he was terrible. Like, he was so bad.
He never won a game in college, Tim.
I know.
He went to
I know, and they were like, "Yo, this guy's got it. They got something about this kid. I think he's an NFL guy."
And I get he went to UConn back when like UConn football was like.
What did you see there that was like, you know what? Something about this guy.
I don't understand. Next game, Packers taking on the Cardinals. Packers favored by 6.5. Total at 44.5. I have nothing from this.
Figure it out, Packers. Let's get a big win this week.
Yeah, this is a good figure it out. They're rested. I don't know.
Figure it out.
Yeah, they just need to figure it out. I would lean over, especially with how good the offense looked without Kyler Murray. I think we saw a lot
crazy.
Although he did get hurt though, Marvin Harrison, right?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, Kyler Murray, even with Murray and Marv still questionable, I still like the over, but I'm not going to play it as one of my 3. Okay. Range. So this is the this is the LTIR money situation for the Rangers. So allowing them to exceed the cap by $5.6 million, then called up Morrow. Because Morrow wasn't on the roster when LTIR was set, he takes up $1.16 million. His AAV, which includes performance bonuses, cap space, $1.16 million in cap space, not his $917,000 cap hit. They have $4.5 million remaining in LTIR.
That's enough to go get a third line, fourth line guy to plug in if you need.
But our fourth line's been our best line.
No, I'm saying, but at some point you're gonna have to move some of these guys up. Like say,
that's true. Yes. Big one at Jerry World. Commanders taking on the Cowboys. Commanders favored by 2.5. Totals at 50.5.
I have nothing because the Cowboys suck and their defense sucks. But I will say this: if you're a Dak supporter, heck of a start to the year. This guy's been the best fucking quarterback in the NFL. He's been the best quarterback in the NFL.
He's been, bar none, the best quarterback in the league.
I said going into the year, he's going to throw the football a ton because that's just what's going to happen. And he's throwing the football a ton, and he's thrown it well. And I, you know what, Stan? I know you don't like the guy because same division, and I get it.
No, I like the. Well, the guy.
I would
don't like the jersey.
No, right. I get it. You're not going to support it, but the Dak supporters know this guy gets some crazy hate. Imagine he was on another team. Imagine you had him.
That is
I know
true.
you love what you got, but imagine you had him.
I'd kill for 10 years of Dak Prescott.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I would shoot someone for the Jets to have a guy like Dak Prescott. At least in prison, I'd have something to look forward to every week.
At least in prison.
I can hang out with Sanchez.
I'd go over just for fun.
Why would you ever take an under of a Cowboys game? Why?
Exactly. All right, next up, Sunday Night Football. The Falcons taking on the Niners. Niners favored by 2.5. Totals at 47.5. I'm ringing that bell.
Falcons money line?
Nope. Give me the Niners.
All right. I don't hate it.
Give me the Niners. I think this is a classic letdown spot. Everyone's on the Falcons now after they beat the Bills. Let's keep in mind, short rest. They're going to be on short rest. Everyone's going to be on them after pulling off the upset. They had to travel across the country to San Francisco. And let's all be honest. I know they beat Minnesota. Very hostile environment. It was Minnesota's home opener. I'm not forgetting the 30-0 against Carolina is where I'm leaning towards the Niners.
It's weird, right?
Where I'm taking the Niners.
You can't forget that. You can't forget that.
You cannot forget that. They also have to travel across the country. I'm kind of just fading the public here where everyone's just going to be taking Falcons. I'm going to go the opposite. There's some guy, I believe Ricky Pearsall is going to be, or is trending towards being back. Let me find out.
The Niners have gotten a lot done with the injuries they've faced. I mean, if you're a Niners fan, I don't think you expected the 4-2 start and with the injuries you're going through. And
Pearsall could practice today. He could practice today. Said Kyle Shanahan on Monday. And then Brock Purdy, he also may practice Wednesday.
Hey.
They could be getting some guys back. Pearsall coming back. I know they're not 100% healthy, and I know they lost Fred Warner for the season, but this has been proven time and time again.
They just stick around.
Where they just stick around and find a way to win.
Shanahan is the man.
Yeah. So our three are set. Tim, you have
ETN 60+.
Oh my God.
I have
Saquon to score
a touchdown, and -0.5 for first quarter spread in the Patriots game.
Okay. I have Jamar Chase over 71.5 receiving yards. Oh my God. Why am I blanking on this? Browns money line and Niners money line.
So there we go.
Yeah. Sort of. I'm playing to the rules here. Don't worry. So if anyone freaks out on or tomorrow when we post this, so let's just address this now. I am betting the Browns money line right now at -142, and I am betting the Niners.
It's really all just between the rules set between me and you. I'm okay with all this, so no one can freak out.
I know.
I'm giving the A-OK. I'm giving the A-OK.
I just don't want anyone bitching. I'm taking the Niners at -135 and the Browns at -142. All right, let's just go to the Monday night games real quick. Lions taking on the Bucks. Lions favored by 5.5. Total of 52.5. This should be a fun game.
Give me the Bucks money line.
I don't know. Noah Igbokwe, I'm kind of. I'd like this bounce back spot for
man.
the Lions.
Baker to win fucking MVP, Baker to win the Super Bowl. I think Baker's now an NFL fan favorite, rightfully so. And this guy's getting it done.
Yeah.
He gets it done every week.
I know he gets it done, but I'd lean Lions -5.5. I think it's a good bounce back spot for them, especially with the Bucks just being decimated. You now have to lean on Sterling Shepard, Tez Johnson and Tez Cameron,
Godwin
whoever the guy was. I believe he's a DNP. No Bucky either. This is
Rashad White's pretty good.
Yeah, Rashad White is good, but still. Let's see. Bucky Irving, doubtful. Chris Godwin, doubtful. Mike Evans, questionable.
Oh, okay.
Does
he get 1,000 this year? I don't think so, but
I don't think so.
It'd be cool.
I don't think it's happening. It would be cool, but
imagine the last 3 weeks of the year, it's like 200, 200, 200, and they're just like, yeah, we were just feeding them.
Yep. And then the other Monday night game, Seahawks taking on the Texans. Seahawks favored by 3 at home, total of 41.5. I lean Seahawks in the under.
It's crazy, this Texans team, man. We had so much hope for them.
I just think that everyone's going to be on the Texans just because of how well that they did against Baltimore. But
Baltimore stinks.
And I know Houston's coming off a bye, but this is going to be a ruckus environment in Seattle. I know the Texans haven't really done much on the road this year in general, so despite that Ravens
they haven't really done much.
Yeah, they haven't done much in general. So I'd lean Seahawks in the under. All right, our 3 are set real quick. We're already an hour 20 into this. Let's talk about James Franklin getting fired.
Run off with this real quick. I got to go run to the bathroom for 2 seconds, and I'll be right back.
Okay. It's about time James Franklin got fired. I just think that the writing was on the wall, especially when they lost to Northwestern. You could tell that he's lost the team. You can tell that the players don't want to play for him. The fans have turned on. I feel like the fans have turned on him a long time ago, despite making the playoff. And I know that is more of a... How do I say this? A lot of people were saying that this was a bit impatient when everyone was calling for his job. I don't understand that. They need to win games. They need to get back to what Penn State used to be under Joe Pa. And right now, and James Franklin, he's more known as a program riser. It's what he did at Vanderbilt. He led Vanderbilt to a very good couple of years. And then what he did at Penn State was great. I think that, was he there too long? Yes. But I think that what he did to bring the program back to relevancy when everyone thought that Bill O'Brien was going to be the guy, and then he skipped town and took the Texans job. I just think it should have happened a long time ago. But I think right now, this is the job to have for this college football coaching cycle. Tim, do you?
Oh, 100%. And like you said, it wasn't a matter of if, it was more when. And I feel like they pushed that off way, way, way too long.
And all the credit to the guy, like I will say, he did the same thing of what he did at Vanderbilt. He's a program riser.
He's not a finisher.
He's not a finisher. He cannot win. He can't win the big game. The athletic director did say that, the big games.
He's like Buck. He's Buck Showalter.
Yeah, he did say that the athletic director did say that the record in the big games did play a big role in it.
Of course it did. You lost the whiteout, then you lost white after that. What did you think was going to happen?
And you can't beat Michigan. You can't beat Ohio State. Like that. That's what it is. Again,
now who gets the job?
Riser. So here's what I think. I think the first call you make is Kurt Signetti. Does he say yes? Highly unlikely. But at least you can say
you reached out.
You reached out to him and offered him God knows how much money, and you could be like, all right, we're trying here. There's a lot of different lanes that they can go here. They can go with a young guy, like a proven coordinator, like the guy at Oregon. I forget what his name is, but he's the defensive coordinator for Oregon. He's been doing a pretty damn good job. But I think that Penn State, the defense is there. It's been all about the offense. We've been hearing about...
The Pew?
Yes. We've been hearing about Penn State defenses too much. Like Micah Parsons, great. Abdul Carter, great. Chop Robinson, although he hasn't really made his name in the NFL yet, he was pretty damn good at Penn State. We haven't really heard much of Penn State offensive guys outside of Saquon Barkley. We haven't. So I think you need an offensive guy. Now,
kind of just switch the focus.
Plan B, it could go either way. It could either be Manny Diaz, who was the defensive coordinator for Penn State a couple years ago. He's at Duke right now.
Belichick.
LOL. But again, do you want another defensive guy that, again, I know he's coached at Miami, he's been all over the place, or do you go with a younger guy, proven offensive guy like Brian Hartline, who's the offensive coordinator at Ohio State? Could Pagula, we mentioned it before, could he up the ante as a big Penn State donor and basically put out a glaring recommendation for Joe Brady, who everyone thinks the world of? We saw what he did at LSU. So I don't know what they're going to do.
I think you're right, though.
Also, I will say, if they hire Matt Rule, it's a disaster.
Well, but I think you need to go an offensive guy. I mean, we talk about the Jets so much today, but you look at a team that gets rid of a defensive head coach, brings in another defensive head coach, and that defense gets worse. I mean, that's the worst case scenario that could happen for a team like Penn State.
Yeah.
So it would make so much more sense to get a fresh face for an offensive side of the ball. I know Aller's done. This year might be a wash, and it might not be a wash. It is a wash, but
no, it is a wash.
So
it's over.
You kind of got a rebound going into next year.
And do you know what's like crazy? After they lost to Oregon, and we were on here, and we basically said that the Iowa game, the Ohio State game, and the Indiana game are the like a tough 3-game stretch where we know what this team is. We did not know that they were going to lose to UCLA and Northwestern while they were being like 20 points.
Yeah, no one expected UCLA to get the first win of the year. I don't even think UCLA did.
Can I just say with UCLA, what the fuck was Deshaun Foster doing in practice? Because UCLA has just been like a complete 180.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know.
What the fuck was he doing?
Sometimes you just turn things around. But yeah, I can't believe I really can't believe they lost to UCLA. I can't believe it.
I can't fathom that. I really can't fathom that. But do they look... So I think everyone's been saying Rule.
Why?
God, why? Why? He's already got a solid Big Ten job at Nebraska. Nebraska has great resources.
Why switch it up?
They're basically... Why switch it up? And I know he went to... Or did he go to Penn State?
Who cares?
Or he's like... Not who cares. I mean, Matt Rule's he's honestly, like, Nebraska is ranked right now, so that's pretty good. Not Penn State. Matt Rule. Why am I Googling? I believe he went to Penn State. Yes, he did. He played football at Penn State. So you have that, but again, I just don't see it. I think you go young, and I think you go offensive, and I just think that I think it either is going to be Hartline, or it's going to be Joe Brady.
Probably
I think
Joe
that's
Brady.
around. I think, although, plan A, if I'm Penn State, is Signetti.
See, just reach out.
Just reach out. Couldn't hurt.
There's no harm in asking.
No one's gonna blame you. It's not like gonna be like we've reached out to Signetti. He said no, LMAO. Like I don't think anyone's gonna blame you for reaching out to Kurt Signetti.
It can't get worse than it is. So like, why not?
Yeah, no one's gonna blame Penn State for reaching out to Signetti. Do I think he it? It's what I think.
I think Joe Brady
also,
gets the job.
Joe Brady, I like. Although Signetti is 63 years old and he's doing that. So like maybe he's just like, I'm here at Indiana, I'm good, which is fine. I think it comes down to Joe Brady or Brian Hartline. That's it.
We'll have to see.
Tim, your Ducks lose a tough one, though, to 6 Hoosiers. That was tough.
Tough game. That was a real tough game.
Yeah. Indiana's good.
Yeah, Indiana played
well. And I know everyone's kind of like, oh, LOL, Oregon can't win the big one. Let's take a moment and realize that this Indiana team is just that fucking good.
Yeah. But also as an Oregon fan and just Oregon fans in general and just college football fans, it's an extended playoff now. All right, just take a step back. All right, things happen.
You could benefit from that home playoff.
Right,
game.
You lose, it's fine.
That's what screwed you. I don't think that screwed you,
well,
but I just think
I know.
You didn't benefit from having an extra game.
But I think it doesn't really even matter at this point. You backtrack.
I'm so stupid. If you're watching this on YouTube, I literally thought, like, this is how stupid I am right now. See my thumb, like, right here? It was, like, by the window. I literally thought there was, like, someone, like, peering through my window. I, like, had a moment.
But
That's bad.
No one's robbing Stan. And Oregon, you're still making the playoffs, so let's just pump the brakes, win this week. Just keep moving forward. Just keep on keeping on.
Who do you have? Who do you have this week?
I don't think it's a big matchup at all.
Well, that's what we said about Penn State UCLA. So
no, it is a huge matchup. I apologize. Oregon takes on Rutgers, and if you know me and you know this podcast, you know what we're gonna tell you. Take the Rutgers spread. They always end up covering. It's gonna happen. It has to happen. Scarlet Knights, you know what? Maybe they win. And you know what, Stan? This might be the one game where I'm like, I'm mad. I'll be a little upset, but
I can't believe you're not going.
Rutgers football. Going to the Rutgers.
I can't believe you're not going.
I know it's at Rutgers. I know. I can't believe you're
at Rutgers.
Fuck, should we go? What is it? This week? I have a golf tournament this weekend. I can't. Yeah.
Okay. These next couple of games, Rutgers, that should be a win.
Yeah.
Sorry.
No, well,
sorry to the Rutgers.
Sorry to Rutgers fans, but they're gonna
should
cover.
Be a win.
They're gonna cover.
Yeah. I mean, the last time we saw a top 10 team coming off of a loss traveling across the country, it didn't go well.
All right. Well,
then Wisconsin, that should be. Oh my God! I think you may win like 55-0. Like that's.
Well, yeah.
That should be.
It's Rutgers, Wisconsin, Iowa, Minnesota, USC, and then Washington.
Yeah. USC worries me a little bit. Just to get Mayav is a pretty good quarterback, but I think you guys handle them And then at Washington, Damon Williams is pretty good. I just think
They're not getting us this year. Rutgers game, though. It's going to be a good game to watch. I'm gonna catch it on the way home from my golf tournament.
That should be a fun one. Any other college football news? Ole Miss, Georgia this week.
Yeah, that's going to be a good game.
That's going to be a fun one. I'd lean over.
Yeah.
Just because I don't like the spread right now.
No, neither do I.
I hate the spread right now. If it falls down like under 7, maybe if it goes to 6,
think about it, but I wouldn't be jumping all over it.
If it goes to 6, I'll jump with Georgia. I'll lean the over. Bama's taking on Tennessee. It's the third Saturday in October. That should be a fun one. Again, I'd lean over. Maybe even take Bama minus the 7.5. This Tennessee abysmal.
Can Bama win the Natty?
They got a real shot, dude. I'm starting to think that this Florida State game, it just wasn't their day.
Week 2, we had people say no one fears Bama anymore. Now
we literally said on this podcast that this program is dead. DeBoer should be fired.
We're wrong. We were wrong. They're good.
Yes, we were wrong. Holy War is this week. Utah BYU. That should be a fun one. I'm actually looking forward to that. Big Noon's going to be there, so that's going to be pretty fun. What else? Missouri, Auburn. Mizzou coming off that loss against oh my God, Alabama. Auburn coming off that loss against Georgia. Should be pretty fun considering. Did you see what Kirby Smart did?
No, what did he do?
Oh my God. He called timeout. Right up to the ref. Called timeout. They called timeout. He didn't want the timeout because then, I don't know. So teams used to get away with this. Now they don't. Defenses used to clap to get the center to jump the snap and cause a fumble. You can't do that anymore. That's delay a game penalty. So when Kirby was running the timeout, he got the play off. I don't know. Something happened. He fucking convinces the ref that the defense was clapping.
I did see that.
He was like, I wasn't saying timeout. I was saying they're clapping. When it's clear on camera, you see him go.
Called timeout. Yeah.
They gave him the fucking timeout back.
Oh my
These
God.
scumbags.
Hey.
These scumbags.
Any way you can.
Oh my God, it was a disgrace. What else? Notre Dame, USC. This is probably the last Notre Dame USC game we get in a while because I don't think these schools are reaching to agreements on a rematch anytime soon. So enjoy this while you can. No, don't laugh at it. It's a pretty big rivalry, Notre Dame and SC.
I know.
What else do we got? That's about it. Texas Tech ASU should be pretty good in Arizona State. Does Levitt play?
That's always the question mark.
Yeah, he's questionable. Yeah, that's about it. Oklahoma, South Carolina should be fun. Vandy favored against LSU. That should be fun.
Vanderbilt football, baby.
That should be fun. I would lean Vanderbilt right now. This LSU offense just hasn't proven anything.
They haven't figured anything out.
They haven't figured anything out. Georgia Tech, Duke should be a good one. Baylor, TCU. All right, moving on to what I saw. Tim, what do you got?
I said it earlier, but I have my first golf tournament of the year this weekend, going up to Maine.
There you go.
Playing MIT, BU, 3 different Northeastern schools. Or not schools, 3 different Northeastern teams. They brought 3 teams, which is kind of crazy. But yeah, should be fun. I'm hoping I just do better than I did the first one. So see how that goes.
Yeah. Last Dance.
Yeah.
The Last Dance.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
What I saw. The college basketball preseason AP poll is out. Very interesting poll to say the least. Duke is 6th, right where we want him.
Never want to be 1.
Duke was 9th going into last season, and I was like, is Duke underrated? Like going into that year, I'm like, holy shit, like Duke is underrated, which is absurd. So right now, Purdue, the preseason number 1, Houston and Florida are at 2 and 3. UConn at 4, which I was pretty surprised by. Tim, this is your number 5. St. John's is a top 5.
Whoa.
And I kind of disagreed with it. I don't know. I just don't see it with St. John's. Tim, your Ducks got screwed out of being ranked. I think Jackson Shellstats injury kind of played a role in that.
They get screwed every year, right? Let's just get back to the tournament. Let's just do some damage.
If you're getting votes, to be in the preseason poll, it's a good sign. You're going to be ranked eventually. Let's see what else. Top 10. Let's see. Duke at 6, Michigan at 7. They should be pretty good. I like Yaxel Landenborg to win the Heisman, the Wooden this year. Keep an eye out on that guy. BYU, AJ DeBonsa, projected number 1 pick in the draft. It's probably going to either be him or Darren Peterson of Kansas. Kansas is ranked 19th. Look out for DeBonsa this year. I can't wait. They actually opened the season on day 1 against Villanova. in Vegas. Should be a fun
There you
one.
go. Day one in Vegas.
Day one in Vegas, as does Florida and Arizona.
That'll be a good game.
On day one as well. Texas Tech at 10, Kentucky at 9, Louisville at 11. ACC's gonna be there's gonna be some battles in the ACC this year. We do play Louisville twice, so you know what that means. That's gonna be a split between the two home teams. UCLA at 12. They bring in Donovan Dent, the transfer from New Mexico. Arkansas there. Alabama's there. Who else is it? I'm shocked that UNC got ranked, if I'm being honest. I don't know.
You fucking hate them.
Is that me just being a hater?
Yep,
Probably.
probably.
No, I actually, no, I'm not going to be a hater. I'm going to say that NC State should have gotten in over UNC. I will say that. I think
You don't hate NC State nearly as much as you hate UNC.
I hate NC State. Yes,
yeah.
NC State's going to be good. I think NC State will be a top 10 team going into this year.
It's like, all right, yeah, I'd rather the Rays make the playoffs than the Red Sox. Like, yeah, like, all right, yeah, obviously you don't like the Rays, but you hate the Red Sox.
That is a fair point. Yes, that is like saying that. Yeah, Duke always played at PNC, where they actually do they play where? Actually, yeah, I keep on calling it PNC, but it's not called PNC anymore. NC State plays where the Hurricanes play, in layman's terms for you. Duke never won there ever, and now like NC State has a good team, and it's like, oh shit.
Now they're not going to win again.
I don't know. Gonzaga, their last year in the WCC, they're ranked 21st. Should be a fun. We got a month, less than a month until college basketball season starts. So everyone get locked and loaded.
Basketball's around the corner. 1
inch closer to March. So yeah. Also, the Bill Simmons over-unders pod came out. It came out at like midnight last night. I was up until 2:30 in the morning listening to it. Now I can't wait for the NBA. I cannot wait for this NBA season.
I think you're a Kings fan.
You're a Kings fan.
Yeah, man. You guys are making noise.
You're a Kings fan. You got Russ.
Yeah.
What else do I have? I think the Lakers are going to suck.
I disagree. We'll see. Again, like we say every year, most interesting team in the sport. You never know.
Yes, and I'm hammering New Orleans Pelicans over. Like, I think their win totals in the late 30s.
Does Brooklyn get?
You're
20?
expecting? No,
I don't think so either.
No.
They win 15?
Do they win 15? Yes, I think they win 15. I think they're on that, 15. Also, I think the Nuggets win the title.
Okay, I like that pick. That's not bad.
I think the Nuggets win the title. I think with Valanciunas being in there, and you know how when, Jokic would come out, and it'd just be Jamal Murray, please save us.
Yeah.
I know you can finally get, quality center minutes from an experienced NBA
I like the Clippers
center.
a lot again.
30.5. For New Orleans. You're expecting me to believe that this team with this much talent...
It makes no sense.
You're rooting for them to go under 500.
Well, I mean, Vegas is just banking on injuries.
Yeah, you are. I'll fall for the skinny Zion trap. I'll say that. I'll fall for the skinny Zion trap.
Healthy, knee gets busted,
He looks healthy. Yeah. He had a cool 360 dunk last night.
Been doing that since he was 16.
Yep. He's been doing that since I was in 8th grade.
Yep.
Yeah, there it is. All right, anything else before we go? Big mega episode. Almost 100 minutes of full New York Sports Exchange content.
Yeah, I mean, we're pretty much... I mean, it's probably going to be 100 minutes.
We're in the sprint of everything going on all at once.
I got midterms this fucking week.
We're close to the equinox, so let's hope and pray. All right, that's going to wrap it up. Be sure to follow us on Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok. Be sure to like this video on YouTube, subscribe to our YouTube, leave a comment on our videos. Be sure to follow us and rate us on Spotify.
5 stars?
5 stars only. We will see you guys next week for our Week 7 recap, hopefully. Hopefully we won't have a mega episode, but hey,
I got no midterms next week, so we're looking good.
That's a plus. All right, enjoy the football, enjoy the sports. Dodgers are winning it all, so who cares? Dodgers. Why do we have a will to live at
Who
this
even
point?
wants to watch baseball at this point?
Yep. All right. Peace out, guys. Will the Rangers score a goal by our next episode?
I'm gonna say
that's a fun little game to play.
I'll say yes.
Say yes.
Yeah, but honestly, and it's crazy to say this because I don't know how many they have at home. They have 1 at home or 2 at home until next episode.
All right. So at Toronto Thursday, at Montreal Saturday. Home against the Wild on Monday.
I think they get 1 against the Wild at home, but we'll see. You got a shot.
Okay, you got a shot. There's a realistic chance. A realistic chance that the Rangers
goes. We'll see how the Canada trip goes.
Remember the goal song? I don't even remember what I think Ariel Huckporty's got a greater shot at scoring at MSG than the Rangers do.
Well, let me ask you this. All right, do the Rangers score at home before another jersey's thrown on the ice at a Sabres game?
Oof. Do the Sabres have home games coming up? The Sabres, do they play today? God. They do play today.
Yeah,
Ottawa. Oh my God, Ottawa! I know, Kachuk's out. But
Yeah.
-120.
Fuck off, bud.
Also, we do have a tribute, no video tribute for Mike Vrabel when he comes back to Tennessee.
Oh, great.
Great. All great for the first quarter. Great for the first quarter spread. All right, peace out, guys.